Okay, got my keys, got all my notes for class, ready to go with a few minutes to spare. Geez, gotta get the book bag. I wonder who's showing up to school today. There's some real characters around here. Speedy, Slim, Ginger, Bunny, Buffy, Muffy, Shades McGee, Larry the Goat, Scary Mary, Barney Bubbles, Dino and Daddy G, Crash Corrigan, Slam Bradley, Tinfoil Tina, Clingrap Clark, T-Bone, Bunky, Spike, Cosmic Charlie, Kid Charlemagne, Big Rock Jody, Spooner McGibley. The list is endless. But one thing's for sure, thank goodness those weirdos are so gosh darn lovable. I can still remember the first day I came here. Snordo Jenkins and I were in line at the guidance office, and he just started talking to me non-stop about that robot empire conspiracy theory. He was out of control, bouncing off the walls, shaking with fear, frantic with paranoia, he's sweating bullets. He ended up getting kicked out of the office. Security had to force him out, and even then, he was still screaming his head off as they dragged him through the door. Snordo hasn't been around much since then. I wonder what he's been up to lately. Actually, he used to hang a lot in the TV studio. Him, Slinky Stark, Greenbeard, and a lot of those other AV comm kids are always in there. I guess I'll head over and see what's up. No one's in here. Oh well. I've always wondered what would happen if the windows on this bridge were cursed by magic beasts from outer space. Beasts with the power to create glass that turns light into wild transformer beams upon contact. We'd walk across the bridge, and right when the light touches our skin, whammo, we'd be vaporized, transformed into plumes of smoke, all spinning like tornadoes around and around across campus. If everyone attending the college turned into smoke swirls, they'd really have to change the layout and architecture of the buildings. The security would work differently too. Instead of conventional weapons, the campus cops would have to carry vapor vacuums hooked into vortex machines. That way, if there were swirling smoke criminals, then they could be instantly sent into a vapor-proof jail dimension at the end of the universe. Such an alien realm, it must be so vastly different from the planet Earth in a billion ways which could never fully be explained. I wonder if those alien light beams would make a noise. What would it sound like? A big scary song? A scream? Fingernails tearing into a chalkboard? A whip crack sound? Thunder noise? Maybe they'd sound like 10,000 armies barfing. Or maybe they'd sound like a giant bug zapper. Or a tractor trailer jackknifing across the highway covered in endless layers of thick, crunchy bubble wrap.
Thanks. You're welcome.
It's too bad everyone thinks I'm crazy whenever I stand up on the table and recite my Power Beast poetry at Christmas dinner every year. So ignorant. Someday they'll learn. Someday, when they'll have to face the alien menace on their own without my advice, without my help. If only they could just listen carefully whenever I talk about this. I just know everything would turn out okay and us humanoids would be able to rise up and defeat the evil beasts. Once and for all.
After you. Thank you.
Well, here we are again, the cafeteria. Let's see, what am I gonna eat? Nothing. I don't want anything. But I guess I gotta have something to keep my energy up. I'll get a sweet drink. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, the mighty food fights that have stained these walls. Some days the air is so thick with projectile meat chunks you can open your mouth and take a big old bite. It's like a flying buffet blasting right into your mouth with all the fury of the London Blitz. The food wars have gotten so brutal at times that I've even seen some kids running through here carrying an entire 4-tiered wedding cake, just to hurtle it 50 feet into the air, smashing it right into the face of whoever doesn't get out of the way in time. It's just a free-for-all, an unrelenting edible assault. Then there was the time a pack of wild dogs got loose in the kitchen. The story goes, they stowed away in a giant truck full of meat, and the trucker who came to deliver all the pork chops and steaks didn't even know they were there till he opened the back of the truck to unload. Then they all busted out of there, paw prints burning through the cafeteria, each beast taking a big old chomp out of every last piece of human flesh in sight. The school actually had to call out the National Guard to capture and subdue all the dogs. Never before had there ever been such a humane yet brutally efficient takedown in the history of animal control. You know, I wonder what the guardsmen did with all those unconscious dogs. I heard they took 'em all up to a nice army farm upstate to be rehabilitated as hunting dogs. Aw, it's so cute to think of them wiping the slate clean, starting new lives as respectable pets. It's almost like they got their own little rehab center. I can just see it now. As their ultimate test of obedience, before getting their breakfast, all the doggies had to line up side by side each morning to sing the national anthem. Ah, here we are, speech class at last. Mr. Williams' speech class is great and all, but gosh darn it, I am so hungry. I really should have eaten. I can't wait to get home and eat my favorite dinner, deep fried wolf brains. Mmm, yummy.